Hi friends, today I'm playing with, I know I shared the other day a pine cone. I wanted to show you a really easy way to paint a pine cone. The brushes I'm going to use are going to be my 8 round, which my brushes are sold out, but you can use these beautiful velvet touch brushes. I love them because the handle's short, they're snappy like my brushes, and the handle's really nice and soft, that velvet touch. So those are by Princeton, 8 round, or this is a 3/8 inch angle shader. And I'm going to be using my number 8 angle shader and my number 8 round. So either one is just perfectly fine. What I'm going to do first is, because the main thing I want to show here is these beautiful little pine cones and how easy you can make them. They can be a little daunting sometimes. I'm working on my Artisto paper. Yes, I've got paint all over my hands. And you know, I love this paper right now. They're on sale for, I believe they were on sale for about $17 for 3 of them. Great texture, and this is my December one. So I journal all these and keep them. Actually, this is my fall one. I have a December one as well. Great texture, and you can always, they're perforated, so you can take them out and gift them if you want. I'm also using my Paul Rubens, my Lang palette, love. They have the most beautiful browns and greens. So that's what I'm going to be using. I already sprayed those, and then I've got my 2 containers of water, my Meeden, one to wash, one to rinse your brush, very important with watercolors. And I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I think what I will start with first is kind of this branch. I think I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to use the angle brush. Again, you can use your 3/8 inch angle shader from Princeton, the Velvet Touch. I'm going to be using mine, and I love on the angle shaders that really chisel edge. So I'll be using my brown here, and I'm going to rest my hand on its side on the paper here, and just a light touch holding my brush vertical here, and let's just come out. So that's the end of the brush, and look at that nice fine line we get. I'm adding a little bit more pressure here and there, and then I'm going to go in with a darker brown, so maybe the Van Dyke brown, and go in and just kind of touch in there just to get a little bit of a blend. Look at how pretty those colors are. Love it already. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and wash and rinse my brush, scrape it off. I've got a little towel here. So I'm a big blotter. I blot all the time. So I always keep that handy. And then let's see, let's start with some little pine cone needles. So I'm going to go into, let me put this here. We're going to use that 8 round for our actual pine cone. And I'm going to mix, so my favorite greens are always the olive green, which I've got here, and then some of that pine cone green. Just kidding, it's called sap green, but it's a beautiful pine needle green. So I kind of mix those up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out and again use that chisel edge, and I'm just going to come out here and create these pine needles. Look at that. They're like perfect. Kind of crossing over, maybe a smaller one here, and I'm just dabbing. Now what I do want to do there is maybe just add a little bit darker green in there too, so I'm kind of mixing it up just to make it more interesting. We'll just keep going. Maybe we bring a few down here. Look at that. I mean, what an easy little pine needles those are, right? I'm just dabbing, and then I'll go in there and add a little, wonder what even, I'm going to use some of that light green in my palette. And I will also play with different values. So maybe rinse my brush a bit and put one in the background here. That's a lighter value. Even lighter than that, I'll add a little bit more water. And the lighter it is, it's just going to, look how easy this is, you guys. It's going to feel like it's in the background. Maybe a darker value one here to kind of pop out in front. Oh, that one I got a little too much water. And I could even go into the middle of these with a tiny bit of brown. Let's do that. Let's add a tiny bit of brown here. Just, ooh, don't you love that? Ooh, I love the brown in there. Just to look like those stems coming out. Love that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I think from right here, I'm going to go ahead. Let's do a pine cone right there. So I'm going to rinse that brush and set it to the side. Wet my 8 and just kind of scrape it off. Now let's pick up our lightest value of that brown. And watch this. I'm just going to make dabs. So we're starting out wide at the top. And then we're going to come down to that little point. Now, this is a trick. While it's wet, I'm going to go in with a darker value of the brown. Oop, that's a little too dark. And let's just dab in here and there to kind of give it some depth. I'm also leaving white space in there. And so many times when I'm sharing with you guys, I tell you, you know, just try to give the illusion of whether it's a flower or in this case, a pine cone. Like, what is noticeable about a pine cone? And to me, it's the shape. It's the little dabs, I'm calling them. There's a pretty color. That is the sienna. Let's darken that up a bit. And tap in here and there. Tap off my brush. Maybe we've got another one right here, facing upwards. So just these little dabs kind of mimic the shape of a pine cone. And as long as it's something kind of recognizable to our eye, it's going to go, oh, there's a pine cone. So maybe another one hanging off here. And I'm just tapping. Just these little dabs like that. And then I go in with a little darker value, meaning maybe 80% water. I'm sorry, 80% pigment, 20% water. And look at that. I mean, already. What I feel like I want to do, let me grab something. If I can find them, yep. How fun to make some little berries. So let's grab our red. Just going to go straight into my paint there. And oh, look how pretty. Oh my gosh. This is the fun of painting really spontaneously. Like, just what calls to you in the moment? To me, it was like, oh, wouldn't that be pretty to have some little berries coming out here and there? And there you go. You can just have fun with that. You can even go in now at this point and we could add in some gold metallics. So here's my gold. I didn't spray it beforehand, just got a new palette. She was so kind to send me a set. So it's easier, of course, if I had wet this before. But look how pretty that is. Just those colors. I've got a kind of a wonky composition here. And I'm going to maybe go in to these pine cones and add some of that gold sparkle. Look how fun. Oh my gosh. So shiny and interesting. Let's get a little bit more of that. This is her gold series. Oh my gosh, I love this. I mean, what a pretty little card this would be, right? And there you go. I'm about done. Yes, I've got kind of a wonky, fun composition here. I've got these kind of leading you in, that one out. I've got lots of directions here, but I think it's really fun. And just get in there. We've used a Q-tip. We've used, I'm going to just add in a little stem here to these. We've added in our dabs for the pine cones. And I'm just picking up a little bit more paint here. This angle brush is really great for things like this. And there we go. I think we're just fine with what we've got here. I could go in and just kind of add in some more little ones. Maybe I feel like I want to bring this out a little bit. Like that. Yeah, I think I like that better. Maybe a really light one in the background here. Yeah, there you go. And you could just go on, just lighten that paint up with a lot of water, and it's going to make it look like it's in the background more. But what fun. All right, everybody, I hope you give this a try. I will link all of my supplies down below for you. So I will link the Princeton Velvet Touch brushes, which if you're a longtime follower, well, a year and a half, you know I love the Velvet Touch. If you were able to grab my set, I used my angle brush and my 8 round and those Mylang paints. And I hope you give this a try. All right, everybody, happy painting. Thank you so much during these holidays. I'm so grateful for all of you here. You make it so fun. Love seeing familiar faces. And I'll talk to you soon. All right.